Hello everybody, today we're going to talk about writing templates in CELPIP and the structure of CELPIP. We're talking task 1 today, and we're going to cover informal as well as formal letters. Now, if you want to take a screenshot, you want to take a picture, go ahead. If you want to take notes, go ahead as well. Let's jump into the detail. Now, an informal letter is written to friends or family. Remember that, friends or family, or people who are close to you. Sometimes colleagues are close to you, and that is considered a friend too. But in any case, if there's a third definition, think of someone who's close to you. That would be an informal person. Everybody else is formal. Okay. I say this in a way because sometimes people say, "What about my neighbor?" Okay, so depends. If the neighbor is a friend, it's informal. If the neighbor is someone who you don't know and is not a friend or family, it's going to be formal. And that will change the templates that you use. So make sure you first identify if it's formal or informal. So informal template, let's have a look at that one right here. There's a question. You borrowed a textbook from a classmate last term. You now realize your classmate has returned home overseas. You still have the book. Write a letter to him, and in your letter you basically apologize for the mistake, find how important the book is to him or her, and say what you will do. Now, every informal letter should start with a greeting. What is a greeting? It is something like, I hope you're okay, and how are you? Now that is so basic, and everybody's going to say that, trust me. So you go in the exam like a lion, and you say, hopefully. All right, so that is a pretty, it's very simple, but it's a bold thing to do because I'm telling you, not even 10% people do that. Hopefully is an adverb, and this whole first paragraph is aimed at bringing out the best sentences that people don't use. Adverb, doing well instead of I hope you're fine. My apologies instead of saying I'm sorry. Okay. You have a little comma here, but I'm making up for it. You're making the sentence long, and then you make it even longer with a semicolon. By semicolon, you're adding a little bit of extra part at the end, and this is a very complex sentence, giving you more marks for vocabulary. Now, the whole paragraph goes this way. Hopefully, you and your husband or wife are doing well. My apologies for not being in touch, but I'm making up for it via this letter. At least I hope so. You can copy paste this in every intro in the for informal letters. Similarly, you can copy paste this in every conclusion in the informal letters. I'm hoping this letter finds you well. Do get back to me whenever you get a chance. Talk to you soon. Exclamation mark is important. The more you have of exclamation marks you hear in task 1, informal, the better, because it shows expressions, and that is how you actually talk to people in real life. Instead of just saying, please get this letter, please respond, I'm hoping this letter finds you well. Fancier phrasing, same as this one. Do get back to me whenever you get a chance, instead of just finishing with talk to you soon. And then you have your exclamation mark. Okay, intro, conclusion can be copy pasted again, every informal letter. And then paragraph 2, 3, and 4 are simply going to cover the first bullet point, second bullet point, and third bullet point. All right. So that is in these, the question, you will see the bullet points. Now, obviously, you define them in the body paragraphs. The template does not cover body paragraphs because the bullets are always different. So focus on the intro and conclusion, memorize them, and then improvise on the body parts. But there are lessons in this course on body parts, how they should be done. So that'll be covered in another lesson. For now, have a look at the formal lesson. It was basically a situation where you're exercising in a gym and you're not satisfied and you're complaining. People, when they start, I'm telling you, 95%, maybe 99%, but let me just, say realistic numbers. 95% of the times, they say, I'm writing this letter because you, my friend, are not going to do that. You're going to go in the exam by saying, the purpose of my writing today is to inform you about. You're going to be different because what examiners want to see is you getting to the point right away in the formal letter. So we are getting to the point, but we're also using a different wording, and also, again, showing the purpose is this. So getting to the point right away. Once again, the next 3 paragraphs will cover the 3 bullet points in sequence, and you have 2 versions of your conclusion here. This one, I'm looking forward to seeing how my suggestions translate into prompt actions from your side. So you have, the question said, describe the problem and make suggestions. So in this case, you can use this, First conclusion, I'm looking forward to seeing how my suggestions translate into prompt actions from your side. Your kind cooperation would be most appreciated. In this situation, you are making suggestions, so you use that. What if you're not making suggestions? That's why we have said here. In different cases, you can use a more general conclusion where, for example, you're just telling someone about a request you have, but not really making suggestions or complaints. Go with this. Your cooperation in this matter is greatly appreciated. Furthermore, an open line of communication from your side in this case would greatly help out. Once again, fancier wordings instead of just saying, I'll talk to you soon. Okay, an open line of communication would be appreciated. And this whole paragraph is about fancier wordings, uncommon phrases, and vocabulary. So use any version before or after this or, depending on your question, you get great marks. So remember, memorize these templates. They are mistake-proof, bulletproof. They are going to give you marks for vocab phrases. They're going to save you time in the exam from thinking, and they're going to make sure you reach the word count comfortably, given that you fill in nice words here in the 3 body paragraphs. So body paragraphs we'll cover in some other lesson, but this was a refresher, and if it's your first time, this is the lesson you need for writing templates in CELPIP.